Alright, so I'm back. Let's see what else we can do with the arbervitae. So I think this time we're going to use the scissors. And I'm just going to like give it a bit of a haircut here with all of this that's dead will just come right off, and all of it that's alive will not. I don't know if you can see right where the tips of my scissors are, but there's some life there. See that? There is some life there. So let's give it a bit of a haircut and cut off some of this dead stuff. And as we get to the new roots, the scissors will stop. There we go. This is just so that I don't have to like really tug on it or anything either. You can see all of this is literally just coming off, so that's good. Yeah, all of this. Oh, there's a piece of stick in there. There's some dead roots here. There we go. There we go. Hopefully you can see this. It's a little hard to keep holding this up while I'm doing it, so trying to show you as much as I can. That looks like a root that's alive, so just clean that up there. Is this the one that has the life on it? No. Okay, so that one we're gonna go ahead and lop it off because it doesn't have any life on it. So okay. There we go. Just clean it up some more. This is a little bit easier than trying to pull it all apart, and this is gonna bring it back into a ball kind of shape, and then I'll be able to put it in a pot and it'll grow and be happy, because this here is all dead. So I don't know if that's because of the top and it was seasoned over, you know, it died over the winter or what. So we're just gonna clip this here all around it. Some of this still looks alive, like this one, this still looks alive. So I'm gonna keep that and just kind of clean up around it, basically. So if you don't like seeing roots being cut, you probably want to close your eyes or fast forward to when I'm not cutting the roots. As you can see, there is a lot of dead roots up here. So yeah, we're just gonna give it a good haircut. There's a piece of stick in there. So there we go. Kind of tease it down so we can see what we're working with here. See inside there. There's a big root there, so we'll leave that big one. These other little roots. Yeah. That looks dead inside there. Yeah, a lot of this side of its roots look dead, so I just clean them up a hair here. It looks like I'm butchering him, but really I'm not. I'm getting rid of all this icky dead stuff. So, all right, that's looking better. Finally getting down to the core. Like I said, he is in dormancy, or she is in dormancy, whatever you want to call her. And so this isn't hurting her any. Let's get those in there. Around that one there. Okay. There's a big one there. There's that big one. We don't want to chop that one off. I think I want to keep that one. There we go. Got some life there. Look at there. Some nice life going on. Not all of it's alive, but some of it is. That's a good thing. Here, we're going to cut off this dead stuff and clean this up here. Yep. Clean up to that big root, because you can see that root in there. I hope you can anyway. Oh, this guy's all brittle. That one's dead. Alright. That looks good. This guy's got woodiness, so that's dead. Okay. And clip off this. Pull that woody thing off that I just clipped. Alright. Alright, so there we're finally getting to the root ball. There's still quite a lot. That's literally just as I'm teasing it, falling out. So looks like the roots tried to grow upwards to get some room, because he was so root bound in that pot. He was just looking for anywhere to grow and survive. So okay, that one looks dead. We're gonna take that one off. This guy, I'm gonna take him down here. And we got some rot down here. Let's flip it over here. There we go. We'll eliminate the rot. We don't want it to go back into a pot with parts that are rotting if we don't have to. We want to give it a good new start. So, there we go. Looks like there's actually some soil in there. Tree bark. Alright, I think we gotta go back to our little jabby guy, because I did not... Where'd I just put my little blue stick? Alright, I did not bring a fork out. Even though I've been in the house a couple of times now, tending to the animals and everything, I did not bring a fork out, because it just spaced my mind. So, we're just loosening up the rest of that bark and mulch or whatever that soil is they had it in. Hopefully you can see this. I'm hoping you guys can see this. So it's been in this pot, and it looks like it's got so much root rot that the new roots just grew all around the old roots, looking for space to grow so that it could still stay alive. I don't know how long this tree was in that pot, which is, I don't even know. I know it came from a big box store. The neighbor gave it to me. I've seen it when they very first brought it home, and she literally brought it home and left it on the porch as a porch decoration, which I guess that's common for people to do. Ooh, hey, there's trunk. I think I found the trunk, guys. So let's see what we can do about loosening up the soil some more and really be able to see what is. Yeah, those roots just grew right up and out, trying to find room and space. So looks like there is a couple of pieces of perlite in here, but not much. So the tree probably absorbed all the soil and utilized that through time of however long it was in that pot or wherever it came from first. And so oh wow, this would be a beautiful bonsai. Oh, I think we're definitely gonna have to clean you up more, because your branches are quite interesting, or your feet, because this is like your root system here, and then it tees off. Wow. I wonder how they got you in that pot. You got some life form here. There's another one of your big roots. So we are getting to the actual stem and the root ball down in there somewhere. I'm just blown away with how much root rot this poor little guy's got. But as we poke through her, we'll get her nice and cleaned up. Get all this nasty stuff out of in between there. And that looks like another root. Yeah. Oh, these are some good hardy roots. Looks like. Oh, there's some more tree bark. Poor little guy. You really did take some abuse, didn't you? Let's get all this stuff out of matted on you. Here's some more perlite. There is your trunk, I think. Yeah, there is your trunk. Fantastic. So we're finding the trunk, and I think we're gonna really just, I'm pulling these off right now because these are all dead roots that has grown up the trunk, trying to look for energy and space and somewhere to be. So I think this is going to be a really good repot once we get her cleaned up some. Well, you can see maybe there. Yeah, you can see that the trunk has quite a few really healthy roots here, but they had to grow up and bulk and then rotted from underneath down here. I don't know if you can see that, but they rotted from the underneath because there just wasn't any room to grow, and it was so pot bound. Like, I was shocked when I pulled this thing out of that pot. I really thought, okay, well, yeah, it's root bound, but it won't be that root bound. But apparently, and you can see now as I'm cleaning all this dead stuff off, you can see she does have quite a beautiful trunk there. It's a lot lower than what they had her poked in here at, or potted in here at. And there's a lot of these, like, guys, these roots are so dead. Oh my goodness. The red ones are looking more alive. These red maroon ones, they look real good and alive. They're very moist. And then you got these here that are brown and just completely dead, rotted away. That's even got a rotten limb. So we're gonna go ahead and take that one right on out of there. I didn't want to cut too much without really looking at it. But now, I gotta be careful, my pot's gonna blow away. Yeah, there we go. This is gonna take a little bit longer than I thought, but I think that it's going to work out pretty well. I mean, the rootstock that we started with was the size of this bucket. And now look, like all of those roots in there were so dead that it's caused the tree to be sick. I mean, she's really not doing too good. And that was brought to my attention, and they're like, hey, you know, arbervitaes are a really pretty bush and it's not supposed to look that way. And I'm like, oh great, so let's go do some more research, because I haven't really had a lot of time to do research on this one with all that's been going on. I mean, we've had quite a busy fall and, well, winter and soon to be spring. Lots of things going on, and hoping to make some plans and do some things this year. That one still looks alright. So, just kind of picking and pulling, and whatever kind of comes off, you know, that's then dead. I'm still trying to work on finding the center here with all this dead stuff. I mean, this has really been something to see. Oh, I think there's, nope, that's more mulch. Okay, well, that's another one that looks dead. Well, we'll wait and see. Try and find the core to this, and once I can find the core, then I'll assess exactly how we're going to pot this, or what we're gonna do with it. I'm almost tempted to put her in a bucket of water and rinse her off to see if that whatever that potting soil is in there, that'll loosen up some, because there's like a bunch of tree bark still in there, which is really weird. Like, it looks like they just potted her in some sort of shabby tree bark with maybe a couple of pieces of perlite. There's another piece of perlite, yeah. And just kind of stuck it out there to look pretty and not be saved. But I say that if you get a plant and there's a possibility of you keeping it alive instead of just enjoying it for the holiday, whatever holiday that might be, and then throwing it out because you don't know if it's dead or alive or what have you. 9 times out of 10, most all plants go into a winter phase or a dormancy phase, And so you might think it's dead, but it might not really be dead. So don't ever underestimate it. Look it up, see what it is, how to take care of it, and you know, and things like that. I think that's dirt, or, oh, no, that's more of that nasty chunks of bark. And perlite. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this inside, and because it's getting a little chilly out here, we've been working at this for a while. I'm gonna take her inside, soak her in a little bit of water, try and get some of this dirt off, and then I'll come back and do another part on how she looks after I rinse her off. You know, I gotta get Ben off to work, so get his dinner in his belly and everything, and then we'll come back and we'll figure out more tree bark. I mean, wow, all this tree bark is just crazy. So yeah, let's give her a good rinsing, try and get all the rest of this off of her, be able to see what else is in the core there. There's like all of a sudden big chunks of, I don't know if you guys can see that down in there, big chunks of perlite. So let's give her a good rinsing and see if we can't clean that up. And so I'm just going to stick her in a bucket of water, and when I'm ready to come back, then I'll turn this back on and go ahead and show you what's come of it. So with that being said, see you on the next video.